Hello guys, welcome back to Busmaster 99, and today I'm taking a look at the all-new 2018 Mercedes-Benz S450 4MATIC. I'm going to start it up, show you the engine and some of the features. So without further ado, let's turn on the ignition. Press once for accessory mode, twice to turn the ignition on. Then to start, press the brake. Then press the button. The engine starts right up. So something new to the S-Class is this, the interactive controls here. So instead of having up and down buttons, it's all swipe motion. See your odometer, range to empty, your eco display. You can also change what you see on the right. Your distance from start, distance from reset, and then the digital speedometer. Navigation, eco display, distance from start and range until empty. Whatever that is, G-force, full tachometer. If you hit the home button, you can go between your different menus: service info, drive assist, trip, navigation, radio, media, phone, instrument cluster designs. You have 3 different modes. Change it into sport, classic, and progressive. I think we'll leave it in that mode. The layout is a little different in progressive mode. You can control what you see on both sides. This has a 9-speed automatic transmission. To use it, put your foot on the brake, pull all the way down for forward. Up half a click or down half a click is neutral. And then when you select neutral, you receive a warning on the left side of the screen that says neutral is permanently engaged. And that reminds you to select park before you leave. If you're in gear and you open the door, it goes into park, but not neutral. Reverse is all the way up. You do have a backup camera with guidance lines as you move the wheel. Then when you're done, press the P or button on the end. That puts you in park. Down here we have the power trunk control. Pull and hold to open. And then you can push and hold to close it. Up here we have the reading lights, the door lighting off button, SOS, roadside assistance, and other information, embrace, interior lighting, rear interior lighting, passengers reading light. This is the panorama sunroof control. Currently it is closing the roof, or closing the blinds to keep the sun from blinding you. It's got paddle shifters, So you can change gears manually. That brings me to my next point. We're going to talk about the different drive modes. This non-AMG models excuse me. Sorry, as I was saying, non-AMG models have 3 different drive modes plus individual. AMG models have the additional Sport Plus mode. I'll talk about each mode later on in the video. You can also adjust the individual mode by pressing the button down here on the far right. And then you have 2 different ways to use the right screen. You can use the right portion of the steering wheel. Let's set up the individual mode, shall we? So you have 4 different selectable modes, and while non-AMG vehicles have the absence of a manual mode button, you can program individual mode to be your manual mode instead. So you have Eco, Comfort, Sport, and Manual. And in manual mode, that means you do all the gear shifting yourself. You can change your suspension characteristics, steering feel, as well as your traction control. If you press the home button on the right side of the steering wheel, it brings you to the main menu. You can turn the brightness up and down. Here's the panel dimmer. So when the lights are on, it'll dim the brightness. You can also opt to turn the display off. You can also switch between automatic day and night. See the fuel consumption. Here we have the energizing comfort menu, which plays music and gives you a massage. Five different presets. Climate control menu. You can turn the sync on and off. Set the climate mode for both the driver and passenger. Turn the air freshener on or off and set the intensity level. Turn the ionization on and off. Set the air distribution for the driver and passenger. You can also set the footwell temperature for both the driver and passenger. And down here, at the very bottom, you can see, hold on a minute. At the very bottom, you can see your temperature, fan mode, zone mode, AC status, fan speed, medium volume. You can also see if it's in sync or dual zone. Down here is where you adjust the temperature. You also have one on the passenger side. You can also get to the climate menu by pressing this button. You have an automatic button on both sides. Recycle mode, fan speed, which cancels your automatic fan speed. Analog clock in the middle. All right. Now it's time to step outside and see what the exterior of the vehicle looks like. So I'm going to turn on the lights, as well as the four-way hazard lights. But I'm going to turn the high beams off. Don't know why those were on. And now I'm going to see how the outside looks. So this is the front of the all-new 2018 Mercedes-Benz S-Class. As you can see, it has the new LED turn signals, which honestly, they remind me of the Bugatti Veyron when it was facelifted. Multi-beam LED headlights. It's a new front grille, has adaptive cruise control. LED side turn signal mirrors. New tail lights. Power trunk, as I mentioned earlier. Lots of trunk space. Emergency release. Starts at $92,900. Now I'm going to pop the hood. With this being the S450, it has the 3-liter twin-turbo V6, putting out 361 horsepower at maximum RPM. The S560 utilizes a detuned AMG engine. It's a 4.0 twin-turbo V8 with cylinder deactivation. So really, the V8 doesn't come at cost of fuel economy. So if you have money, get the S560. That's my recommendation. So back inside, we have the cruise control right here. You can also set the adaptive cruise control. You can set the distance with this button. This turns on and off the cruise control. So just like the stock, you press down once to go down 1 mile an hour. Press down all the way to go down 5 miles an hour, and then vice versa going up. Cancel, resume. Turn cruise control pilot on and off with this button here. And that's where you can set the distance between you and the car in front of you, up to 4 car lengths. That way the car doesn't start tailgating the person in front. So over here we have 3-person memory. Also, we have that on the passenger side, and in this one we have that on the rear seats, which I'll show later. Automatic wipers. So this example has heated and ventilated seats in the front and the rear. You can press this button and configure the passenger seat. You can turn on the heated and ventilated seats. You can also move it forward. You can also move it backwards. You can adjust just about every aspect just by pushing this button. And then to control the driver's seat again, you have to turn it off. That's your seat adjustment. Pushing this portion moves the very front of the seat. So down here we got the headlight controls, automatic, on, parking lights, and side parking lights. And the side parking lights only activate with the engine off. Lane keeping assist, as well as steering assist. And then this button here, that puts the rear sunshade up and down. Storage compartment with wireless charging. You can also adjust the light settings. You can turn the ambient lighting to a multicolor mode. You can set the color here. You can turn the brightness up and down. You also have some effects. You can turn the daytime running lights on and off. Turn the locator lighting on and off. Exterior lighting delay. You can turn that off to save your battery. You also have an in-vehicle owner's manual. You can turn the traction control on and off. When you turn it off, you get a warning indicator on the driver's display. You can set the camera settings, as well as the automatic parking system. Active braking assist. So this is if you fail to brake, it'll brake for you. Attention assist, active lane keeping assist, lane change assist, active blind spot assist. That's the end of that menu. Fuel consumption. You can see the statistics here. In media, you can choose between your 2 USBs as well as your Bluetooth. As well as a CD and a memory card. Ah, Gucci Gang, I love that song. Alright. Now I'm going to step into the back seat and take a look at some of the features back there. So now I'm in the back of the 2018 Mercedes-Benz S450. Here you have a vanity mirror. There's one on the other side too. Reading lamps, as well as rear illumination. You can control that from back here. There's the pull handle. You've got illumination in the door handles. You can also move the rear seats forward and backwards. Tilt it. You can also move the headrest. Ventilated and heated seats, as I mentioned earlier. 3-person memory. You can program it with this button. You also do have sunshades on the rear windows built in. And in an S-Class, you can control the opposite side window with just by sitting in the rear. Sorry, I'm looking for the right words to say. Has the high-end Burmester audio system, rear ventilation, panorama sunroof, this switch here opens and closes the rear sunblock, as you can see. You can also open and close the rear sunshade from the back. This car does have all 4 automatic windows, by the way. I just thought I'd put the sunshades down. And if you're sitting on the right side, you can move the passenger seat by pressing this button and then using the controls, kind of like how you can control the passenger seat from the driver's seat. You can also opt for rear climate control, power outlet, here we have the cup holders, very nice and luxurious, nice to touch. To release it, just press the silver button here. Storage compartment, another storage compartment, it's the top tether for the third buckle. I think if I'm not mistaken, you can also fold the seats back. These seats are very comfortable and luxurious. So you don't even need the Maybach to be comfortable in an S-Class, because it's an S-Class. Okay, that just about wraps up the tour. I'm going to shut the engine off now. Not going to forget the key, as the screen says. So this is what the new key looks like. Lock, unlock, panic, and trunk. You also have a warning indicator up here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more, and peace out.